Hey, ladies and gents, we are back with Avorion, and we are talking pirate motherships. You don't find these a lot, but when you do, they're kind of interesting here. And we're going to take this guy out. We're actually going to capture this pirate mothership. Usual typical fight here with the usual typical fight with the pirates. However, the mothership is kind of an interesting. It doesn't move. And this is the first one I've ever actually seen with engines on it, so this could be an interesting fight. As soon as we run through them, pirates are a little tougher in this section, usually because of these pirate motherships. But they should have some interesting things on them. Oh, that one's nice. That's a big drop there. Quite a few. And there's also a fair amount more pirates here that are usually a little tougher. And we will get this fight over with, and then I will bring back taking out the mothership. Hey, ladies and gents, we are back with some Avorion, and we are looking at the pirate mothership that I just captured. Now, we were talking about earlier in the first part of the video, pretty rare. You don't find these a lot of places. I've only found two other ones. When you jump in, most times they'll have shipyards, they'll have a bunch of pirates, but to see these pirate motherships was kind of unusual. I think I found one like in here, and one other one way back over here, and they weren't very big. They were just essentially a square box with a couple thrusters on them. This one, however, not that case. Now, what's interesting in this fight, if we were looking for, and we're going to do the research station in the next video, this is a place, if you get a chance to find one of these things, is to harvest it, because I picked up 13 exceptional weapons in this sector. Not much for systems, but the weapons were very good. So with the research station, this is a very farmable sectors if you can find these, which is kind of interesting. So we're going to take a look at the pirate mothership. Kind of an interesting design. 452,000 hull, 600,000 shields, and we're talking a 21, almost 22K for cargo hold. Pretty good sized crew quarters, and as typical with all. And I'm thinking about doing a video on this. I've captured a lot of ships, and I've changed them, added to them, kind of given my own style. Like most of my ships have those dagger type stuff hanging off, and use them for my own uses. And this one, I think I might do the same thing. Kind of a crazy looking design. It doesn't fly too bad. I've upgraded it. Which most of the ships that you capture usually have all the same problems. They don't have enough energy. I don't know if they do it system-wise, but this is an 11 slot. This is by far the largest game-generated ship I've ever seen, or largest game. There might have been one other one, but these ones are flukes. But this is this pirate mothership. I've never seen quite anything like it. Save design-wise, this thing is pretty massive. Let's just save it again so we can look at it. Almost 776,000 trinium for this bugger, and 7.5 million credits for it. I've repaired it, recruited it now. I'm going to have to probably fix some stuff. You can see where one of the thrusters here was blown off. Here's one on this side, not on this side. It was blown off in the fight. There's a couple other little spots on here that I'll have to fix up by copying one side and pasting on the other side to get it back to what it was originally. Yeah, you can see right here's a complete chunk blown off. I'll have to completely replace them with another one of these. And there's also another thruster missing there. So we're going to have to do a little bit of fixing on this. You guys are going to see this again. The fight-wise, a lot of pirates. The first initial 4 pirates plus the mothership, plus another 4, plus another 4, and then I ended up fighting another 3 that just jumped in randomly. Almost every one of them was, not every one of them, but most of them had torpedoes. This mother pirate ship had a lot of torpedoes. We're talking, it still has a fair amount of torpedoes left on it. but this fired constantly. And this was interesting. All the other ones I've run into never chased me. This one did. After the initial fight got pushed off out into the outside sectors, this thing came after me. So if you run into one of these, it's going to be up to you whether you want to utilize it or not. I think this is going to be an interesting little bit of gameplay. I'm almost kind of interested what kind of pirate motherships we're going to find when we get to the center of the galaxy, if they're going to be there or not. So with that said, just like I said, bringing you guys a little something different. Some of the things I've been finding, that kind of stuff. So with that said, guys, you guys have a good night, and thanks for watching.